Hi there, my name is Ed Ludbrook and this presentation is called Crypto 2021. What I like to do every year is to give my vision on where the crypto market is going to go for the year. It's obviously really important if you're involved in this space, and last year we got it pretty right actually. We present a graph of how the market will develop, the second wave boom, and at the end of 2020 we predicted that the marketplace would hit about $800 billion, and pretty much that's where it was. And so we're excited about this year. We think our graph is actually correct for this marketplace. Also, we predicted that the major financial institutions were going to come into the crypto market and drive it, and certainly as we got into the year, especially later on in the year, we saw these huge financial organizations join the industry, and they've been really the positive buzz about what's happening in the marketplace, and that new capital is really going to drive what's happening. We also got it spot on as far as the big coins, because they're going to, these institutions just focus on the blue chips. Bitcoin has led the market. Ethereum has done super well. Even Litecoin, which is the third blue chip coins, it was a little bit ignored in the middle of the year, down at sort of 7th or 8th largest coin in the world. But when these big organizations came in, bang, it's up at number 3 or 4 largest coins in the world. Also, we looked at the other sort of coins, and we said you should be a little bit skeptical about those. And even if you look at the top 100 coins of 8,000, still probably half of those really didn't perform in this boom. So you really don't need to go near those. You don't have to. The big ones are doing so well. Now, when it comes to looking at the future of this market, I want you to know that it's a passion of mine. I've been in the crypto market for 5 years. I've also been a futurist for more than 25 years. My books and audios have sold more than 2 million copies in 20 languages, and I've looked at a lot of marketplaces. And what you need to do is to really understand the solid reasons of where this market will go, and to know which is going to impact you and which is not, because that's the key. You need to actually understand it to have the confidence. And the real problem with crypto is that there's endless amateurs making comments because people are listening to them, and it sort of can really deflect you about what you're doing, and that's a challenge. I suppose that's one of the reasons why people look at crypto like a lottery, and and say, just invest as much as you can afford to lose, which is the sort of advice that you give to someone going to a casino, rather than looking at this as an investable asset class that you can use to build your wealth and to build your security and prosperity and your future. So when we look at crypto and the year of 2021, you should be excited, okay? And the first thing you really need to understand is that all industries grow in these strategic waves, and we've had the pioneer wave, and now we're moving into what I call the currency wave, that I'll talk more about in a sec. And then we're going to move into what I call the tokenization wave. And so the using of crypto tokens to represent major assets, to allow them to be traded more easily, to allow you to access them all around the world, is really, really exciting. DAXI is very, very focused on that. That will be a $10 to $20 trillion marketplace that I hope you'll want to get involved with after this whole currency area. Now, with the currency wave, there's sort of 5 things that I want you to understand. And the first thing is that the major organizations are going to drive these sort of core currencies. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we've already seen that. You've seen these major banks like DBS, which is Southeast Asia's largest banks, digital banks like Revolut, payment providers like PayPal. You're seeing major consumer organizations all coming into this space, and they're pumping all of the new money into the marketplace. And because of them, you should feel very confident that you're in the right place at the right time, because they're only just coming in. They're coming in and talking about, getting involved in this market to all their clients. And so And so they already see a massive future. You may think the market's already gone, but they already see a massive future. But they're only focused on a few coins. So don't be surprised by the end of the year if Bitcoin is in 80 to 100,000, Ethereum is in 3 to 5,000, Litecoin maybe even pushing 1,000 by the end of the year. It's not surprising because the big money is coming behind it. There's limited supply. Now with this blue chip boom is going to come a tidal wave of new coin listings. And I say this more as a warning, because when the market booms, there's obviously a lot of people, like tens of millions of people, that will have tens of billions of profits, and they'll be looking for new issues to create new returns. And so, like it happened in 2017, 18, there were lots of coins, new listings. And look, I just warn you that the opportunities for those coins are very, very limited, and there's going to be a lot of scams, and the regulators are going to be all over them. Okay. Now, look, hey, this environment is fantastic for Daxi, but we are a very, very different coin from 99.9% of the coins in the marketplace because we're so established. We're listing on major exchanges. We're not raising any money, and for us, it's just providing liquidity because our coin needs that for us to execute our marketplace. Now, related to that is the next thing as far as regulators. And so the regulators are going to look at this space, and I can imagine, as they're already started to, they're going to stomp all over the crypto market. They're not going to allow organizations to sit in places like the Seychelles and draw in money without really having a look at their anti-money laundering and really having a look at the sort of what's called the KYC. So expect the regulators to really have a look at that. The other thing is that I can imagine the government crypto coins, they're called CBDCs, I think they're called central bank digital currencies. This is using crypto for their digital money. This will be really big this year because of China, who are very much into the process. Look, we already know that the French are doing a crypto euro, the Japanese are doing a crypto yen. 80% of central banks have said that they're looking into this marketplace, and they've got to get into this marketplace. Their greatest challenge is actually the biggest influence of this year, which is stablecoins. Now, a stable coin is a tokenization, so it's a crypto representation of the actual currency. So a stable coin dollar is represented by a US dollar actually sitting in a bank account. And by transferring the stable coin around the place, you're sending the value. And the stablecoin concept is really delivering what Bitcoin promised, which was the ability to be able to send money instantly anywhere at the same speed that you can send an email. You should be able to send money, and to be able to do that in a safe, secure, sensible way. And so that's what the governments in the world were so shocked when Facebook came out with their what's called Diem product. It used to be called Libra, it's now called Diem. And that will probably hit this year. And what that means is that anyone that has a Messenger, a Instagram, a WhatsApp, all of those platforms are now one sort of technology platform, and you'll be able to send money all around the world. So obviously that's fantastic for people who want to send money across borders to their family. That's a massive marketplace. Also, if you want to do e-commerce globally, to be able to be paid so quickly, so easily, and not in the normal banking system, which is slow, it's expensive. It was designed decades ago, and it hasn't really developed with the digital marketplace. And when you imagine every phone probably has a crypto wallet, they say that all iPhones and Samsung phones all have an embedded wallet. So who knows? That revolution is literally going to change the world. It doesn't really affect you today, but it's going to be a war because the regulators are going to protect their friends at the banks, and the banks will be trying to develop as fast as they can. And so this year, I think, will be known for this crazy environment, as this war over the money and payments and banking industry between these big giants. What's cool about it for us is we just win, okay? Everyone is going to want an independent currency environment so that your Bitcoins and Litecoins have a really specific niche, which is pretty big in this whole market. It's small, but it's actually multi-trillion, and so it's good to have money in that space because it has so potential. But understand, you're going to see a lot of volatility. You're going to see a lot of media and governments going, "Ooh, keep away from crypto and please slow down." Don't put your money in that sort of things, as we're trying to organize our crypto behind the scenes. And as I said, it doesn't really impact you very much. In fact, the people are winners. Like most technology, the people are winners as a new sort of racket that's been created, is broken up by the digital world. And so for us, hey, look, this is a fantastic year. Crypto, this is the time that people like you need to put proper money into the space. Don't just have a bet, okay? Don't have a go, oh, I think Bitcoin's going to do well, I might buy a few hundred of those. Put proper money into the right things in the right way, and then learn the little that you have to learn, and connect with an organization that can empower that can help you really master this incredible opportunity of building wealth. Because what you can see in the opportunity in Bitcoin and Ethereum and these other blue chips is then going to roll on into the tokenization. And so you're into all sorts of tokenization of property and shares and bonds and other sort of assets that you'll be able to get a hold of. And because you will have already learned about it, because you'll already have profits in this space, you'll also be able to build wealth in those markets. When the other sort of wealth areas are a little bit top of their economic cycle, so to speak, and the world has real economic problems. And so this is a space that people are going to be excited about. So understanding this, we are now definitely in the currency wave of the crypto cycle. We've broken that question mark barrier. When Bitcoin went past 20,000, it wasn't surprising that it grew by nearly 100% in literally days, because the market suddenly went, okay, this thing is going to the moon and I need to get involved. And as I said, the major financial organizations with the proper professional analysts who know how to look at markets are only just joining. So they believe that their major important clients should now be looking at it. So you have not missed it. You in fact are looking at just the start of something fantastic and really big. But you need to keep a little bit of an eye on it and ensure that and just connect. It's really fascinating. Anyone can learn it, and we've shown at Daxi that even the most newest rookie can understand that. So all the best. Look forward to connecting with you in the future. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.